Hey guys, what's up? Commando here. Welcome to my WWE NXT TakeOver R Evolution. I think that's what it's called. R Evolution review. Just watched it. It was a really good show. Amazing. I can guarantee it, that TLC won't even come close to this. It's a really good show. It took like 2 hours longer than I should have to actually watch it, but I'm really tired. I've had a really bad sleep this entire week, so I was really tired. I'm recording this on Friday, by the way. I wanted to watch Superstars, but NXT it isn't on till like Saturday in the morning. I was like, damn, I'll just watch NXT then. It was really good, but I was struggling to get through it, and I had to stop during the Sami Zayn match just because I couldn't, concentrate. I couldn't take it in. I had to go and get like more juice and food and stuff. I'd been okay if I was rested and that, because I was wanting to watch it Saturday, but I had nothing else to watch. I was like, well, I'd rather watch this now than have loads of wrestling to watch in one sitting. But it was a really good show, and I'm going to get into it right now. First off, the pre-show, Corey Graves announced that he retired, which I think really sucks. I mean, I'd heard the rumours from a few months ago. Like, he had a few concussions and like his something to do medical with his like head or something. So he had to retire, which sucked, because I really thought he had potential to be a main event star or whatever. He really had a good look, good moves and that. He was a really good guy. But he's going to be joining the announcing commentary team, and he started on this very show, Our Evolution. And he was good. He was really good. I think he'll be a good commentator. But let's get straight to the show. Also, I think the dark match was Bull Dempsey beating some random guy, and he won. Anyways, the first match, oh my days, this match was awesome, and it was only 3 minutes long. It was Kevin Owens versus CJ Parker, and oh my god, the crowd was just going wild for him as soon as he came out, and he had like tears in his eye. You could see him, he was really happy, and this match was insane. I was blown away at this match. He did like a running flip dive over the top rope. Kevin Owens, he's a big guy. Alex Riley said, "I just seen a cow flying" or something. It was hilarious. But the dive, I was like, what? This guy's huge, and he did the dive. I couldn't believe it. And eventually it's like CJ Parker came back and he busted him open, with his palm thing. He really needs to watch that move, because see, if he like hit him like right there, you can die, because if your nose goes up and into your brain, like the bone, you can die from that. So that's a move he really needs to be careful with. But he like hit him, he like busted his nose here. It looked like it was like his eye. I couldn't really tell, but I just seen like the exclusive video where he was getting stitches. It was like here, and he was busted open bad. There's blood all over him, and eventually he hit this insane move, which I've seen in like his preview video package. It's like a neck breaker, but he's got him in the suplex, and then he dives his back of his head, his neck onto like Kevin's knee, and I was like, oh my god, that was insane. And he wasn't done. He wasn't done there. I thought that was his finisher. No, he picks him up, throws him off the ropes, then throws him in air, catches him, and power bombs him. And that was it. The match was insane. What a way to start the show. It was just absolutely brilliant. I'm so impressed with this guy. Like, I've never seen any indie stuff or that. Like, I don't really have the time to watch it. But this guy is awesome, and I can't wait to see more from him. And also, like, the fans were just really into it and chanting "Fight Owens, fight!" and Owens is gonna kill you, or stuff like that. I think, I can't remember. It was awesome though. Next match was it was the Lucha Dragons versus the Vaudevillains. It was a kind of a short match. It was only 6 minutes, but it was an okay match. A couple of good moves, but I really want to see more from like Kalisto and Sin Cara, because I feel like they could really bust out some awesome moves, because they're sort of like lucha guys. But still, it was an okay match. It was pretty decent. Eventually, Kalisto and Sin Cara won. There was an awesome moment I can't remember. Like Sin Cara did the dive. No, they both did the dive, sorry, and Aiden English pushed Gotch out of the way, and I thought, oh well, Gotch is he's gonna take this chance and win it, but no, he like threw Kalisto in, and then Kalisto hit the Salida del Sol, and he pinned Gotch, but it was okay, it was an alright match, and they're not going to be done with this feud, because there was a exclusive video thing, and they said, the Vaudevillain said they weren't finished with him, so we'll probably get a rematch on NXT sometime. But a good match. Sin Cara Kalisto retained. Next was it lasted like 40 seconds or something. Yeah, it says yeah, 41 seconds. It was Baron Corbin versus Ty Dillinger. It only like I said, it lasted 40 seconds. Eventually, just Corbin, did his usual thing. Is that epic move, the end of days. It's just an insane move. And eventually, like, Bull Dempsey was like standing at the in the crowd, and they sort of like had a stare off. I thought something was going to happen, maybe attack each other, but so like I said, I think the match is going to happen with them eventually, which will be interesting. And also the crowd was like chanting, doing the 1, 2, like this is how long the match was going to last. But once it got past 30, they were kind of like bummed out. They were hoping it to be really quick. But it was okay. It was alright. Next one, Finn Balor and Hideo Itami versus Ascension, and holy crap, the entrance for Finn Balor was amazing. He's brought his body paint, and apparently he's going to be using it all the time now. And I heard it takes like 3 hours for him to get painted up like that, so that's pretty insane. I don't even know how to describe it. You just need to look it up to see what it looks like. But it was a really good entrance. Just amazing. Like I can't even describe it. It was so good. But eventually, like, they got going in that. I can't really remember much of the moments, and like this results thing isn't really detailed. But eventually they won with like the double foot stomp. There was an awesome moment. Hideo was gonna go for the go to sleep, which is the move that he actually started, I think. And Punk took it off of him like years ago, and the crowd, when they lifted him up, the crowd just started going nuts, and then they like pulled him off and they were booing. One of the Ascension guys pulled him off, but eventually they both did the double foot stomp on both Victor and Connor, and they won. But I think that could be the end of the Ascension on NXT, because apparently there was a thing on SmackDown. I have yet to watch SmackDown. I'll watch it tomorrow, Saturday, where they're coming to the main roster, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But I'm sure they won't be as good on the main roster as they were in NXT, because Triple H isn't running the main roster, Vince is, so, and you know what happens with that. Next, there was a Roman Reigns interview. I don't know if it was like live or what, I couldn't really tell. Like, it seemed taped, because like the crowd sort of came in a bit late, so I don't know, I'm not sure. And he said that he was hoping to be the first like NXT guy to win the WWE title or something like that. Doesn't matter. Next, Charlotte versus Sasha Banks, and this match was amazing. Like, it started off slow, but then it got into like really good spots. A guy here saying it was very much like a Japanese women's caliber match. There was a really good spot. Charlotte went for like a moonsault. She landed on her feet because Sasha rolled out the way, and then she did a front flip on her. It looked really stiff because she landed right on Sasha. Like, not like her body, most of it on the mat. No, just right on Sasha. She was her from that. Like, it was insane. But there was some really sick spots in this match. It was just really good, a really good women's match. I was like, it just seemed like a kind of match like the guys would put on. It was that good, Like, that's the thing with Triple H in NXT. He is like, He lets them wrestle. That's how they get over in NXT. He lets them wrestle good matches, and he lets them be entertaining. Whereas on the main roster, Vince just has them do the same shit over and over again and wonders why they don't get over. Like Fandango, for instance. Still doing some stupid dance thing. Like, it doesn't matter, the dance gimmick can work. But what does he do? The same match every single night and no reaction. Gee, I wonder. Because it's the same boring thing you're doing every single week. But does he learn? No. But Triple H is proving him wrong with NXT being miles better than the main roster. Just miles better. Like, if Triple H became in control of the main roster, like, I just think it would just be so much better. I mean, just look. I mean, NXT. Oh god, my thing's gone off. Just look at NXT, a 1 hour show each week, and how over is all of these guys on the show, and they're not even on every single week. That's the thing. You don't see these guys every week, and they're still incredibly over with the crowd, and the crowd is into every match. You know, that doesn't happen on the main roster. That's something that needs to happen. And when that happens, I think WWE will be great again. But it won't happen until Vince is gone. Like, it was his decision that Charlotte lose the thing on Raw. Which, by the way, when I seen that happen, like when I read about that in the morning after when I went to work, I was like, what the fuck? She lost? I was totally flabbergasted by that. And apparently, like, Natalya, she said to Vince that she wanted Charlotte to win, and Triple H wanted her to win, but Vince said no. And I think they say apparently Triple H like sort of reluctantly agreed, but I'm sure he wanted her to win. But then, like, they were saying, well, when she like fully debuts properly in like 6 months, nobody will remember. But still, you're promoting a match. She's the NXT Women's Champion, and you have her lose. And it's not even against, you know, it just doesn't make sense. It's stupid, but that's Vince for you. Just stupid, totally stupid. I didn't get that at all. I just was totally shocked when I read that. I was just like, it just didn't make sense. It doesn't make sense whatsoever. But logic, not everybody has it. Anyhows, that match lasted really long as well. 12 minutes. I thought it felt like it lasted longer. But yeah, then again, I was, you know, tired and having to rewind and stuff because I wasn't really, you know, able to take it in, which sucks. But it was a really good match. Now, the final match. Oh my days. This match was really good. Really, really good. There was a lot of good moments, and this was a match with like true storytelling in it. Like such a great story told in the match, you know, with like Sami Zayn and his emotions, and like trying to not get the emotions get the better of him, like because the ref got hot a couple of times, and like the first time when he was sort of looking like to, you know, see if he was okay, and the crowd was chanting no, 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 and like when the ref got hot again, they were like, this ref sucks, this ref sucks. But really good match. And here the guy's saying this was a better match than the one that won WWE's Match of the Year. True, very true. Also, speaking of that, I'll maybe speak about it a bit in my predictions video for Survivor Series as well, but why the hell was the Shield versus the Wyatts from Elimination Chamber not even in for Match of the Year? That match was Match of the Year. None of those matches were as good as those other matches that was in there. That was just crap. That Survivor Series match, it was good, but it was nowhere near Shield Wyatts or Daniel Bryan Bray Wyatt from Royal Rumble. Them two matches were awesome. It's Shield Wyatts by far the match of the year, by far. But that thing's rigged. Probably there's a fair chance that that's rigged. All that bloody slammies, like Michael Hayes or somebody was saying, oh, it's not on all this shit. It like has to be. Like it has to be. They're not going to let them just go out and, you know, say some random shit. Well, Vince isn't anyway. Everything has to be scripted to a T. I mean, like Ziggler coming out and doing his thing. That's so planned, you know. I just didn't see how Shield bites couldn't have been on there, but there was some really insane. There's insane moments in this. Oh, what was it? There was a bit that really just blew me away. It's not mentioned here, but I couldn't believe it when it happened. It was Sami Zayn was looking at the ref, and then Neville he goes up behind him and hits a reverse Hurricane Rana, and Sami Zayn landed right in his head, and I was actually out loud. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like really, I just couldn't believe it. It was just insane. It looked like it could have really hurt him. It was just insane. I just couldn't believe it. It was absolutely amazing. But like he did the DDT thing through the ropes as well, which is awesome. That's just an amazing move. Like just really cool. Then like eventually he won. He hit the haluva kick and that, and like loads of people's out congratulating him, doing the lifting him up and all that. Like all the superstars, Enzo Amore, and all them guys. Even Kevin Owens was out, and like I'd read about it, so I knew it was going to happen. And this was my prediction; it happened, which it happened. Owens was, when he went up to hug him, they must have like cut or something, but he started bleeding again. The guy's saying like confetti from the sky, really great presentation, made the title important, which is true. And eventually Neville, like they went to shake hands and they did the kick hug thing like Cesaro did with Sami Zayn, and eventually like Owens came back and like hugged him on the outside, and this bit was sick, so sick. He clotheslined him or slammed him down the ramp, and then this bit, oh my god, this had to hurt so bad. He did the powerbomb on the apron to Sami Zayn. Oh my god, it just had to hurt so much. Like you don't practice or get used to that. That's gonna hurt. That's steel around there. That hurts. Just oh my god, it was sick. But they're going with like a what guy says here, Steen versus Genetico, but it's Owens versus Zayn. Some people are saying they maybe should have left it, you know, so further down the line. But I'm happy with it. I think it's going to be great, and I'm sure it's going to last a few months, like at least till the next NXT special, which will be good. And I'm really interested to see what happens with Kevin Owens, because after that just short little match, he just blew me away. Like it was insane. But this was an amazing show. You need to see it. Definitely worth your $9.99 on the network. And it'll definitely be better than TLC. Oh yeah, definitely. Like I said, it was going to be better than Survivor Series. It was. People seem to think that just because of Sting showing up, that automatically means that entire pay-per-view was awesome. No, it doesn't. That's something. Some people just don't get that. One moment doesn't make an entire show amazing. That doesn't make up for the rest of the show. Same thing, like I've said it before with like Punk original pipe bomb thing. People said, "Oh, this Raw was awesome." No, I remember that Raw. It was pretty terrible up until CM Punk's pipe bomb. One moment doesn't make an entire show awesome. That's something, you know, people need to grasp that doesn't make an entire show awesome. But yeah, Sting showing up was cool, but it wasn't, you know, it didn't make Survivor Series amazing. And that match, that wasn't as great a match as they make out to be. They're making that out to be like the best match ever. It wasn't that great. Come on, just be serious. When you see NXT, seeing everything that happened here, it doesn't compare. That 3-minute match with Kevin Owens was awesome. That Charlotte Sasha Banks match was awesome. That Sami Zayn versus Adrian Neville match was awesome. They were all better than them matches. But hey, I just love NXT. Like when I was watching that Kevin Owens match, I was just like I was just smiling and shocked. Just truly makes me proud to be a wrestling fan watching NXT. Really, it's hard to explain, but NXT is wrestling. Like the fans were chanting it during some of the matches. This is wrestling. I'm sure it was Sasha Banks' match in the NXT Championship match. They were chanting, "This is wrestling." Yes, well done. Like Triple H gets it. Triple H, like I know there's stuff with CM Punk and that. I don't know really what to think, but the stuff he does with NXT and that is just amazing. Like so amazing. I just like when you watch that and then you go back to the main roster, and it's the same old boring stuff. You know, it's just so much better. You know, so much better. I say it all the time. NXT is better. I love NXT. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over here now. This show's only 2 hours, and here's me talking longer than I do for my main roster pay-per-views. Tells you how much I love it. It's just so good, so good. And I actually look forward to NXT every week, unlike all the main roster shows. But I think I've rambled on enough here. Tell me what you thought of NXT TakeOver our Evolution. Tell me what if you're looking forward to next week's NXT. William Regal made a match, Bayley versus Becky Lynch. Just looking forward to it, see what happens. If you have any thoughts, anything wrestling related, leave a comment. I'll get back to you. I'm very opinionated on wrestling and anything really in general, so I'm always up for a conversation. But that's it. Thanks for watching. If you stick through that, appreciate it. You want to see more? Subscribe. Show that like button some love. And my predictions video will be up sometime soon, because I have no idea when this will be up. It might not be up. I mean, that's 20 to 12 Friday night here in the UK, so it's unlikely that this will be up tonight, because that'll take a while to upload. Might be Saturday afternoon kind of time, because I'm not going to leave this on to upload. I'm not leaving it on through the night. But yeah, awesome show. Loved it. And I want to say more, I want to talk more about it, but I really have talked enough. But that's it. Thanks for watching. And if you don't watch NXT and you watch the main roster, just go and watch NXT. Just go and watch it, and you'll be amazed at how much better it is. Like, I've seen comments from people saying, "Oh yeah," there's an awesome comment on like WWE's. They've got this poll thing. It says who made the biggest splash at NXT TakeOver our Revolution. They've got like all the choices. Kevin Owens is leading it, and where is it? There's a comment I just loved. Here it goes. Which WWE competitor will be good enough to move up to NXT? I just thought that was awesome. If you don't get it, it's basically saying NXT is better than the main roster. Fact. But there's some really good comments on there, and people are saying that it's like the first time they've watched NXT, and it's better than they've seen of the main roster in years. And there's another comment here. Somebody's saying, here we go. I'm yapping more. Feels like NXT is the next WCW, and he says that Triple H maybe didn't enjoy like Vince's stuff for Survivor Series, and he's like turning NXT into a war machine. He is it's amazing to see. All these guys are so incredibly over. I know a lot of them, were over in the indies and that, but to come in and like they've only got an hour each week, and they're not on every week, and they're still incredibly over. I mean, like guys like Tyler Breeze, that's a guy it was just on. He isn't an indie sensation or whatever. He's like through the machine, through WWE, and he's like incredibly over. He's one of the best guys. Like, I love him. I think he's awesome. He's definitely one of the best guys in NXT, and the Ascension is really good. I just like Bayley. There's so many good stuff in NXT. I just love NXT. It's just so good. It just makes me proud to be a wrestling fan watching NXT. It is, as the fans are chanting, this is wrestling. But I need to stop now because I'm going on way too much about this. And if you did stick through all of this, much appreciated. Really, really appreciate it. But that's it. Bye. NXT is awesome, bitches.